They told me to come here camera ready. Did not specify for what, and the camera is not ready.
Give me the earbud.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have two guests here, Becky and Patrick. We're going to do a little reaction video to two videos that I've already seen. One of them is going to be WayV's video for Regular, and then we're going to be watching Blackpink's Kill This Love. So yeah, so neither of them have seen these music videos. Becky likes K-pop. She just got into WayV. Patrick, he's
not okay.
No, my only introduction to K-pop is when I show up here to to hang out, and they're like, "Hey, watch this video." So I'll be looking at this with fresh eyes.
So fresh eyes, new-ish.
Wavy eyes.
Yeah, wavy eyes. I'm gonna be watching or listening on my phone. So we can just get on with the reaction.
Ready?
Excited.
Ready, set, go.
I just don't understand. I don't get it. How do you look like that?
That suit is great.
Yeah.
I guess I should have asked beforehand. If we were gonna say something, do we pause or do we just say?
You can pause and say, so either way.
I'm new to K-pop and vlogging.
And reacting.
And reacting.
It's okay. It's okay. So you have anything to say right here, or just
That suit,
His face.
Yeah, it's very editorial, which is something that I super vibe with.
Why? Kun always looks so expensive.
Yeah, he just screams rich.
Yes. Oh yes, please. That slow mo. Oh. Sorry, I really love Xiaoju.
And then I guess this is something that I also should have asked before. How many members?
7.
Have we seen all 7 yet?
And just if you know, this is actually in Mandarin.
I did not.
So they're Chinese subgroup of NCT,
Which is Korean. It's a
which is
K-pop
Korean.
group.
So these are basically
I need a pen and paper.
the Chinese members, or most of them, from NCT.
Yes. And you know what having a bias means, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have a bias.
Sugar.
Sugar!
Sugar's not in this group.
No, BTS. No, I think it's V. It's the
That's
Hobie.
Hobie. You were close. You don't have a wavy bias though, right, Deandra?
I struggle with the bias in wavy. I usually go in between a few members. Xiaojun, 10, I think are like my top ones.
Get it.
Whenever I watch like a reality show like RuPaul's Drag Race, I'll usually just pick someone from the get-go and kind of root for them. So
They are my choice. Okay, so there's Win-Win, 10, Yang, Xiaojun, Lucas, Henry, who am I missing? Kun.
Who was in the suit? The black and white suit?
Lucas.
The black and white, yeah, with the pattern was Lucas. The velvet suit was 10. He's like the lead dancer.
Well, I guess I'm Lucas Stan.
Lucas
Got
Stan.
it.
Okay.
Whoa.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we go back to that?
Yeah. You just move it.
Or Becky can just. You can't see. She took it.
Ooh,
That was
that
cool.
is a
That
really.
edit
Oh
though?
yeah.
Okay, so K-pop, great editing.
Yeah, always.
What I've mentioned in my past videos so far is a lot about like the filmmaking portion of it. So a lot about the editing, which
It's
they
always
do.
so cinematic.
It's very cinematic, especially with something like this that is a lot more like, I don't know, like editorial, looks very fashion.
Yeah, is there ever a storyline, or is it just epic?
Sometimes there's a storyline, but a lot of times with this it's just for the visuals. So a lot of like really great cinematography, a lot of really great editing, a lot of really great like wardrobe.
Yeah, the outfits.
Yeah, so the BTS does have like storylines within their videos, and then they like have a whole universe with the storyline, but I don't really think that any other groups have stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the more I start hanging out with you, well, not start, but the more I hang out with you guys, I'm going to be a lot more into K-pop, because not only was I completely novice to K-pop before they started listening, but the more that I do see it, the more I do think that the visual is very in line with like what I just like image spots, visually appealing.
Yeah, and can you liken like K-pop to like Western female artists? Like,
can I?
Like, do you have that comparison?
Like, I don't know too many female.
So when
like Rebecca Black.
Yeah, so when you think of Rebecca Black and her videos, they're like so much more cinematic than Western male artists, right? Because she's always doing so much more.
I can see that, yeah. Especially her most. I'm wearing my Rebecca Black shirt. I know this is a K-pop. Okay, and you also can't see it. So I know that this is a K-pop thing. They said come camera ready. They didn't say what for. So I'm wearing my Rebecca Black shirt. But yeah, so good job.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was cool too.
Lots of slow motion.
Yeah.
And they just look rich.
Always.
Designer.
Even with that like sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Is there a leader?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the leader. So he's the oldest member and he's also the leader.
Okay, Yang Yang, I see you.
I love 10 with glasses.
I just the beauty.
The way that they. Okay.
Oh,
that's really cool.
That world within a world where they're breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, that was cool. Oh, that was beautiful.
We should take notes. You saw how we struggled.
Oh, that was a cool transition too.
That's a very this thing from the few
where they're like
K-pop videos that I've seen. There's always a member on top of glass looking down at you.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting camera angle.
It fits all of them so beautifully.
And then also
Oh,
like
the
dancing.
dancing.
Like the back of the theater.
Yeah, that's
Different spaces in this.
and it's still like
Yeah, so
industrial-ish.
there's a lot of behind the scenes of production, like so we're like on a stage looking outward, so it's like giving you that visual that you're in a performance, how they kind of cut from what they were doing into like the green screen studio. So that's a theme that I'm noticing now.
Transition between members,
so
very
amazing.
seamless editing.
Is that money?
Whoa! Did you
Song
see
is
that?
like about richness, really.
Just like watch Lucas's face. Whoa!
Yeah, like a glitch. It's all very
Yeah.
like glitchy. You see the like artifice.
So cool. It feels like Matrixy.
I was
Yeah.
about to say very very neat.
I just want to be able to dance like that.
I know they're all
dream.
really great dancers.
when they do dance moves, very, very common. But where they do dance moves that are like, one of them does it and then it's kind of like a domino.
Yeah,
those are my favorite.
I think that's like a K-pop thing too. I noticed
I love
they do
it.
that.
Those
It's
are
really
like
cool.
some of my favorite. Okay, that was incredible.
Yeah.
They're incredible.
I've heard it before, and I definitely see it here where like K-pop is very universal because I don't speak any language other than English, but watching this, it's like I can still get very invested. Not only is it a bop, but just the visual aspect of it is very...
Do you understand now?
I'm getting there.
We're getting there. Maybe
we'll
we
get
have
him.
a baby K-pop stan.
We'll get
Maybe
him.
I'll start my own channel and then...
Ooh.
Okay, so now we're gonna be watching Blackpink's "Kill This Love" video. Like I said, I've seen it. They haven't.
No, this is my first female K-pop video I've ever seen.
Yeah, so we're gonna see kind of the differences between not only male and female idols and like their videos, but also different entertainment groups. So WayV is on SM, Blackpink is on YG, and I do notice differences in between things. So I'll let you guys see if you notice differences as well.
Okay. Between Blackpink and WayV?
Yeah, just like as a whole. So let's watch this one.
Ready?
Yes.
Go. I love that. I really like her makeup.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's the dream.
Right?
Destroying us.
So very, very bright so far.
Yeah. And Blackpink only has 4 members, so they're not as big as WayV.
Do they all have subtitles?
Yeah.
Showing emotion.
I love her hair. Like
Yeah.
that hairstyle, I love it.
Their makeup.
Yeah. I
All
love
of
the
it.
makeup and the clothes.
Yeah.
It's all very like kind of like avant-garde in a way. Like both Rose and Jisoo both have this like soft like orange lighting. Then they have their parts.
And the others are like more harsh.
Yeah.
Costumes.
Am I seeing this right where they're like playing 2 different versions of themselves and they're like killing each other?
That could be a good interpretation.
Oh my god, I need to start my own. No, but like and part of my ignorance that this last scene where the young lady's running through the church and then like someone has
Like a bow and arrow.
and then the other one where she's like driving, she's like going towards someone. Is that
And
also
then she's like
it's
on
the same
outside.
person?
You know, I've never noticed that, to be honest. So I think that could be what we're doing. We're killing our like other self,
Yeah,
maybe.
Older self or weaker self maybe.
Yeah, that's
Probably,
a
yeah.
trap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a lot brighter than WayV.
I mean, just from this video, I noticed that their dance moves aren't like as intense.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Still incredible though.
And they all look.
Oh, just beautiful. So gorgeous.
Now I noticed I'm stealing this from Deandra's last reaction video. Are these backup dancers that I'm seeing?
Yes.
Is that a common thing?
So it's not. It's honestly not a very common thing. Shiny's music video did have background dancers. I've never noticed background dancers on SM artists. Like I said, this is a different entertainment group.
BTS does sometimes.
Yeah, and like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to watch this back again and read the subtitles.
Yeah, I can't.
With
see
some
them.
context. Did WayV have English lyrics in there? Because I know that's a pretty common thing in K-pop. Like, the hook sometimes will have like that.
Yeah, they do have English, but not as much.
Okay.
Okay. So
I could get into them.
So when do we see differences in terms of dancing?
Yes. So I mean, WayV, at least in BTS, they're like much more. I don't really know how to explain it, but like they're like very smooth and like low key dance moves.
Yeah, what I've noticed with Blackpink and like a few other artists from YG is that they don't have as complicated choreography.
Okay, so
and
that's YG as a whole.
Yeah, and what my friend said is it's easier to learn the dance moves. So
Okay.
I think that might
see
maybe
that.
be more like universal, where you don't have to be like a K-pop
Right.
idol to be able to do the dance moves.
Right.
Like you can pick up the choreography pretty quickly. So that's like a big difference in between.
Oh, I mean, I guess that's pretty valid because I would picture like young girls who want to emulate like female icons like Blackpink. They're going to be the 9-year-old girls like trying to do the moves, and they may not be as inclined to do that with like someone like BTS.
Yeah, where their choreography is much more complicated and,
Yeah.
and it isn't very easy to learn. So, new K-pop listener thoughts?
Very fun. I mean, truly. Like again, I have heard.
Sorry, dog.
I have heard it before that K-pop is universal for like all the aspects that were aforementioned, but yeah, I can completely see it. Like I could get into this just to see those editorial aspects, to see the clothing, to see the lights and the flashing colors and the choreography, because I mean music is universal. Like if it's a bop, it's a bop.
Yeah.
If you don't understand the language, there's so many other kinds of languages that kind of communicate with you that you can relate to.
And at least for me, with K-pop, I mean, I'm only really into BTS and WayV right now, but I just like feel so much more when I'm watching it because I'm like getting into like the costumes and the settings and like the dancing and like it's not even really about the songs. It is, but it's like not just that, and I just like feel so much more.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
cinematic,
Yeah.
very like,
It's like an experience.
well, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole experience watching their music videos because you can see that there's so much like
Right.
put into it,
Right.
which I mean, Western artists I feel like are very
I
different.
think it depends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be curious because I don't know much about Korean culture or pop or K-pop, but I know that like English is almost like the standard. Like almost all countries can speak English, so if you have a song that is English, almost everyone can understand
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
So when
Yeah.
you're a different market trying to appeal to the masses, it's I think overcompensate is not the right term, but to have
You
those
can
elements.
get your feelers in different
Yeah,
in
be
different
like, well,
places.
90% of the people listening are not going to know these words, so how do we,
I mean, for me, when I watch new K-pop videos, I watch the video without the subtitles 1st, and then I'll go back and watch it with the subtitles to like know what they're saying. But like, I like to like get a feel for it first before I do that.
Yeah. I definitely kind of do both. Most of the times I just have the subtitles on, but not all the time I'm paying attention because there's just so much going on. And like visuals are very important to me, so I love to just
and they're so good in K-pop.
See not only like the visuals of the idols themselves, but the visuals of the music video and the spaces, and then like the like more out there fashion, which I think is really interesting.
That's what I really loved about this video. It's like a lot of the headpieces were really cool.
Yeah, there were like different wigs, a lot of different hairstyles, lots of really nice makeup. And what I like about Blackpink is that they don't sound like cutesy.
No.
So they have a little bit more of like an adult thing, which I think makes them really popular with like the masses, because they're like really big. Like they headlined Coachella, so you know that they're really big.
That's wild.
They're like really popular. So I think they like have it, you know.
Yeah, I would be interested because the K-pop videos that I just saw, like those very big flash, they almost resonate, and I don't know if this would be offensive. I would hope not, but it does resonate a lot with like Lady Gaga videos.
Yeah.
And Lady Gaga, she has like really amazing music, but she always stands for like her music videos have this very underlining kind of message. So I wonder if there is something with K-pop or these videos specifically that had that like underlining storyline that, you know, lent it, like you used all those visual graphics to kind of get the story across, but it's within the subtitles.
Yeah, definitely. And I think like Lady Gaga and like Beyonce are more on par with like K-pop,
right?
Because of they're very avant-garde with their fashion. You see like both Beyonce and Lady Gaga wearing very out there fashion, which is interesting, and you don't really get that with like male artists in the West. Very just like normal clothing, and so it's interesting. Okay, so we had little technical difficulties right there. I think we were just kind of wrapping up our thoughts on everything. Anything you want to say? Final thoughts?
I love K-pop, and I thank you for bringing it into my world.
You're welcome.
The one thing I will give you credit for in my life.
So nice.
I know.
I very much enjoyed it. Again, or maybe not again, because I don't know where the camera cut off. But I like what I like, and I usually don't stray too far out of it. But if you keep, what's the word, like beating that horse, I can see myself getting into it.
Yeah, I definitely think that people don't they don't let themselves get into it.
I didn't. For a really long time.
I think there's like kind of like
I didn't.
See, yeah, honestly, yes.
I didn't. She kept telling me. She was like, "Listen to this. You're gonna love it." I'm like,
Yeah, it's right up your alley. So I feel like a lot of people don't give themselves the chance to like get into it because they're like, I don't want to listen to something that's in another language, or like,
I don't even know what.
I don't need to see men wearing makeup or having hair dye. Like, who cares? So I think people just like on a whole don't let themselves get into it. So like kind of once you do, you can see, kind of like the talent and all of the work that they put into everything. So yeah, I think that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's not just music. It's not just music. It's like a whole,
like you said, an experience. It's definitely an experience.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so that was our reaction video to WayV's Regular and Blackpink's Kill This Love. If you like the content you've been seeing, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be doing predominantly solo stuff, and sometimes I'll have guests. So I have Becky here and Patrick, who does comedy, so you can find him on Patrick Conroy Comedy if you want to check that out. So yeah, thanks. See you guys. Bye. 3, 2, 1.
只一般梦的怕是忘天空慢慢变异 Yeah 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 We are not the same 我必须是唯一 Hey hey 在最高之处